I shot this video in January of last year, so it's May, so that was what, a year and 3 months ago. It was 9 degrees out. I decided I'd walk from Ballston, which is in Arlington, Virginia, all the way down to Rosslyn. That's about, I don't know, 3-4 miles, something like that. There's several stops on the train. It goes through Clarendon, and then Clarendon Square, and then Courthouse Square, and then down to the Iwo Jima Monument. And then decided to show the news gathering equipment that missed everything along the route. Anyway, enjoy. Today we're headed to Arlington, Virginia. I'm at Ballston Station. Looking mostly at apartment buildings. Empty. Office building filled, lit in. Nobody looking out the windows. All that stuff's empty. Just gonna keep going. Still at Ballston. 2 empty apartment buildings. It's high up. It's still Ballston. I haven't even left the block. Look at that, empty. Luxury apartments. Same building. You see the lights on and the emergency stairwells? Oh, I love that in Boston. Here it's the same thing. It's Boston. Another block. There's another building. Empty. You see that. We'll see that again. And you look down here. Look at all these luxury high-rises. It's filled with so many people they don't need to. On the other side of that last building, you can see there's one light on there. About the 6th floor or something like that. In the corner. Look at this one. Holy moly. Nobody. King's loyal subjects driving around, walking around the empty buildings, not saying anything, and look how much work they had to do to get here. You see that one there. There's one light on. I think there's one down there somewhere with a light on. I forget which. We're now at Pollard and Quincy. There's Quincy, where I grew up, and then we have Pollard. Hang on a moment. That was my junior high school, but that was I haven't even made it one subway stop, and there's another one, empty. Next to the Avalon Tower is empty as the Avalon Tower. This one got another one of my loyal subjects. There've been several of them. They all get audiences. Been useful for 20 years, but I think it's detrimental to the human psyche. So you see FedEx probably delivering things from that garbage collecting Amazon.com. Got a mill truck back there. And they got a beautiful church. Nice churchgoers in the parking lot I didn't show. Another empty apartment building. My subjects, the daddy and the baby, and then the church. I finally hit the next subway stop, Virginia Square. There's a cop car. There's that empty apartment building. There's that one that's empty. And there's a Starbucks. All kinds of my subjects inside enjoying coffee. If I go in, they'll get one of my loyal subjects pretending that the building behind them has people in it. That's called Latitude. Showing a chandelier in the second room ballroom, and nothing. Might not be a ballroom, might just be a lobby. Still Virginia Square, walk to Apple Block. Praise Jesus for the FDIC. Our bank deposits are insured. I just took pictures of this empty tower. Here comes the FedEx guy to deliver stuff to it. Oh, 444. What a coincidence. Who needs students when you can dig up the road instead? That proves people go there. There's the American Legion. Pickup truck pulling in front of that empty apartment building. I didn't even see one light on there. Like most of them. I just crossed the street. That's the FDIC. That's what we were looking at. They're all empty. Now I'm gonna head down, I don't know, either Wilson or Clarendon. For those of you tracking where we are, I'm at Fairfax and Kansas. Clarendon Square. That one's empty. That's empty. But my loyal subjects go around and don't have to do any work to show up and rip me off. Look how they do it. Same old, same old. This is law-abiding criminalism. They're ripping me off, trying to whack me. Yeah, yet they're driving on the right side of the road and doing the speed limit. Oh, looking across the street, the Silver Diner. Probably people in there. Look at the building behind it. Another apartment building, nobody home. Here at Wilson Boulevard in Irving, more loyal subjects. Walking around, getting in my way. They're really oppressed, by the way. There's another empty apartment building behind the one I just shot. There's another one down the road. See? I've been doing this for 9 years, taking pictures. Been living in it for 20. Nobody flinches. I could take pictures. This is Clarendon Square itself. I could take pictures of the empty office towers with nobody ever looking out to see what the weather is. But I just want to point out two roads diverge in Yellowwood. We got Clarendon and Wilson. I'm going to take Clarendon. Just past Clarendon Square, just east of it. Look at that, nothing. Look at that, it's got 4 lights on. Well, four rooms with lights on. I don't know if you can see it there, I can see it from here. Yeah, we've already started the onions and garlic fry to show that all kinds of people are eating lunch. There's nobody looking out the window at the weather right now. Alright, we got 4 lights on that side. There's none over there. See the main drag here? If you're driving by, you'll see the 4 lights on. We'll look at the other side. We call that a light pylon, so that if you actually have a brain and you see stuff, you see the lights on, you go, that's it. Here you got some lights on the 3rd and 4th floors, nothing else. Same building as the other one before, different angle. My world changed on February 21st, 2006. When they thought I was the ghost of George Patton, out to help everybody figure out how to con me better. I was helping them with their practice. Boy, well, that thing's empty. It's a small apartment building. It's a bigger one. We'll get closer to it. Anyone care to get closer? Make any difference? Why do they let me do this for 20 years? Now, across the street from where I just shot the other empty apartment buildings, the latest ones, we have a Whole Foods. We just showed Amazon's customer base. Well, look at this, the parking lot's filled with all kinds of cars. On Clarendon, just past Whole Foods. Townhouses all empty. There's one light on now in that building. I guess it was too low to be seen before. It's a chandelier. Big whoop. Another light pylon. Oh, and there goes FedEx to deliver some Amazon.com packages. That e-commerce is really taking over. Now Clarendon and Barton. Empty townhouses. There's one of my loyal subjects, absolutely brain dead. An apartment building back there with one light on. You can't see the trees in front of it. And you got this thing. There's one set of lights on somewhere. There we go, about the 8th floor. Oh, wait a minute. The top floor has one too, right above that. Whatever happened to that everybody works at home now narrative? Go away with a great economy that tax cuts and deregulation cutting had nothing to do with. Another block coming up on Courthouse Square is a Marriott Residence Inn. I think there are 2 lights on in that, and they're staying there too. As they know I'm here, they just turned one of those 2 lights on. They didn't see if they turned the other one on because it's behind the building. That's the Hyatt Place. Not to be outdone by the Marriott. Another dead building. They got 1 light on the outside. Pretty grim around here. A couple lights on the outside there too. Back. Oh, there's the empty Hilton Garden Inn, and here come my loyal subjects to convince me the buildings are filled. Doing a good job. Oh, there's an airplane. Just had a Chi-Con get out and feed the meter. I love the meter feeding kids. At least they know obeying the law's right and breaking it's wrong. You know, they don't want to get a ticket from the pretend cops. They want to steal from the real one and have cover. I'm going down Clarendon because I got the other side of Clarendon last week. You got the sheriffs. Did they ever take a look down the street at that building? I've noticed that before coming by here. They don't seem to notice. I guess I'm wrong. I'm at Troy and 15th. The Troy is very appropriate. That's empty. Went through that. All that stuff's empty. I am going to go this way. Oh, Those flashing lights, they look more flashy there in person. Look at that. I decided I'd walk from Ballston, which is in Arlington, Virginia, all the way down to Rosslyn. That's about, I don't know, 3-4 miles, something like that. There's several stops on the train. It goes through Clarendon, and then Clarendon Square, and then Courthouse Square, and then down to the Iwo Jima Monument. And then decided to show the news gathering equipment that missed everything along the route. Anyway, enjoy. More empty apartments. Still in front of this, called the Odyssey. Still at the Odyssey. No lights up. And look what's across the street at the next street. What's this? This is Taft. 2 more empty looking apartment buildings. I'm sure they're filled. Oh, look at all the cars. Here's the other side of the stop on Taft. Hey, look, there's a light on. And oh my God, they're heating the whole building with that, I guess. Amazing coincidence. Situation normal all fucked up for those of you who don't know what the acronym is. As we look at the empty townhouses there, I'm reminded the whole point of actual banking is to have people paying off loans. And you need people in the buildings, I thought, in order to be able to pay off the loans, which makes me wonder nothing, because I believe everything in the newspaper. Why do I believe it? Look at those cranes. Would they be building more buildings if this place were really empty? Well, we have Big Brown at this empty building. I'm in the back of it. There's one more leak out the side. Everything's natural gas now. Nothing comes out the top. That empty apartment building is the one on the hill. Is the flip side of the one I took from Iwo. I'm heading over to Iwo now. Look at all this stuff. It's like this all over the place though. Buildings on the ground and the apartment buildings, the townhouses and everything. 2 cop cars just passed. They waved to each other. Who pays their salaries? Get over toward Fort Myers. Not then the bicycle just passed, cross everything up. Yada yada. I got about here a couple days before Christmas when the phone rang and my friend Michael called. Said he was in Georgia. Wanted to wish me a Merry Christmas. I just crossed the highway on that bridge. The only lights that are on that I can see are on the outsides of the buildings. Man, those cranes, those are iconic. They prove that the city's filled with all kinds of people. A lot of them are working at home. Many are still unemployed even though the economy's better. Looking up the hill, there ain't nobody home. We just came through that. Most of those are got pictures in. Oh, it's cold out here. You see the heat on? A couple of little leaks out the side of some of the buildings, but not enough to heat these. That day before Christmas, when I got a call from Michael, I was still talking to him as I was looking at that. It was overcast just like today and cold. Looking at the same thing. Let me show you going up the other way. Another postal truck passed, but I didn't pull the camera out at the right time to do it, to take the picture of them going by. Delivering more Amazon.com stuff. How about all those retirees on fixed income? Using up all that Obamacare and this and that. Anybody want to change the narrative? I'm now about where I was when I hung up the phone. See how staggering it looks, especially when you look across the street at this. Really appreciate the magnitude of your standing here. I don't know how well the photos do it. In that building we now have four apartments with lights on, right in front of me. You'll probably see it if you look close. About a third of the way up, 2 columns in the middle. You also say that's empty behind there. To give you some perspective, if you remember the fake news spiel I gave last week with all Nash Street. Anybody want to make beautiful mind jokes? Too beautiful not to notice this stuff. Now coming up on the Iwo Jima Park, the new one. So glad they moved it over where we're looking from where we started looking. This is all empty in here. I took pictures of this last week. I think I'll skip it here. Sorry for the whistle, it's kind of dry out here. Well, I lied. I decided to take pictures of this too. That postal truck, see that? Delivering to that empty building. There's one light on it. But all that news gathering equipment, I'll just show that again in the photos. Everything we see in the last 5 minutes of video or so is right at the front door of the news at 11 types. And their snow track. When the going gets tough, folks, what do the tough do? We go shopping. I'm heading to the mall.